name is Opemipo. I'm a freelance technical writer based in Lagos, Nigeria. So I got into technical writing on the project I was working on when I started out as a software developer. I was the junior developer at that point, and there was a need for proper documentation on the project, right? And saying that I used to love to write, and I still do love to write, and also love to read. So my boss saw this, what's it called, this talent that I had, right? And he put me in charge of the documentation of that project. So at the end of the day, I was able to deliver a 25-page document for that particular software. And that in a way led me to do what I presently do, right? And because of the kind of feedback I had from the project and where it's gotten me so far. So yeah. So what has surprised me most about technical writing is the fact that I think it's becoming much more, what I say, accepted in the Nigerian space, right? And also the fact that it's much more needed than it was before when I started out, right? So surprising to me, I sometimes get gigs and try and get people just reach out that they need this done, unlike before, right? And due to the fact that I'm mostly busy, I kind of like take the ones I can take and leave the ones I can. So that has been surprising, because I think as much more companies and much more startups get into this space, there's a much more need for technical writers as well as software developers and the whole stakeholders in the SDLC system. So yeah. Technical writing wasn't what I wanted to do growing up, right? I'm an electrical engineer by would I say study, right? So I studied electrical electronics engineering in school, and in a way, what inspired me mostly to get into software would be a friend I had back in school. So he was a software developer as from maybe 300, 400 level. And I think seeing him do the work that he did, and trying to like get us his friends to be in that space with him, something that inspired me to like get into software development at that stage. And all through my 500 and my NYC, I kept on learning, and up to the project I mentioned earlier, where I was a technical writer on that project. And I think to that point, to this day, I think that's what has inspired me to do what I presently do. So an advice for my younger self would be to take things head on as they come. Right? Nothing is so difficult once your mind is put to it. And as long as God is on your side, and your determination, and you're willing to do anything that you say you have to do, you can always do it. So yeah, that would be an advice for my younger self. So I've been using Geegpay for close to a year now. Okay, so I had a problem with my former provider, which was if the system or the software I was using to receive funds from my employers. Right, the system was down for about 3 months. I couldn't receive any financial resources at that point, and in a way, it's made me incapable of doing things that I needed to do. Right, and I looked for alternatives. I searched really far and wide. I signed up on several. I tried to withdraw money, and there was even one that took my money and just left. Right, and in a way, a friend introduced me to Geegpay. I was on a freelance community group, and she dropped a link to Geegpay, and she really made, she made go for it, right? So I signed up, I registered, I got my virtual accounts, I did my verification, which was quite easy and everything really fast. And I requested for my funds. So I first did a test, right, just to see how their services was. So I just reduced a small amount of money, right? And I got my money in like a couple of minutes, which was really, really fast. And since then, I think I've been using Geegpay since then, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful service to me. So yes, I would 100% recommend Geegpay to freelancers, remote workers, or anybody in the gig industry, right, it will receive funds from employers abroad, employers anywhere, to receive your funds, right, and create your account, your virtual account, and receive funds, and you can be assured of 100% service and without downtime. So yeah, I 100% recommend Geegpay to anybody. All right.